here. Hey, you want to get some more appointments for your business? And are you ready to hear more yeses to people who are ready to actually meet with you? Well, in today's CEO Freedom Masterclass, we're going to be talking about what to say to people to get them excited about getting on a call with you. So if you're watching this live stream anywhere other than our Facebook group, you can join us at ceofreedom.com/Facebook. That'll bring you right to the group. You can get this weekly live training. You can get daily strategies and tips and access to free resources, as well as connections with our community, which is really cool. My name is John Lavenina, in case that wasn't already known. And my co-host, the amazing, my secret weapon, Shannon Lavenina, is here with me. Hello, Shannon.
Hey, so glad that you're here with us watching live, or if you're watching the replay, definitely comment #replay. We'd love to know that you're here watching this training, getting this coaching live in our group or on our pages. So if we haven't met before, we are the creators of the CEO Freedom program and coaching program. We're also the creators of the paid framework, which is the strategy that you can use to scale your business sanely with systems and literally ditch the hustle so you can have a business that funds your freedom. We also provide coaches, consultants, and agency owners with automation and growth strategies to sell out their programs and magnify their impact. And if you've seen us, we're all over the place talking a lot about ChatGPT and how to use AI tools to really create efficiency and growth in your businesses. But today, what we're going to be talking about is what to say to your contacts to get them excited about meeting with you. In particular, because we hear from a lot of people that they want to get people onto the phone, booked into appointments so that they can pop on Zoom or on the phone, have those sales conversations and bring them into their programs or into their consulting programs, and they're hearing a lot of no's. So we're going to share with you exactly what we say to people to get them really excited about meeting with us and having an incredible show rate. So should I jump into it first, Sean?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, good. So first, it's really important to remember that the people who want to meet with you, these are people who want solutions. And the more you connect with their exact problem, and the more you make it known to them that this meeting is really about you providing solutions to them rather than you trying to get something from them, you're going to have more people say yes, and two, you're going to have more people show up. What we see oftentimes is when people are trying to book the appointment, they really create this very uncomfortable situation where it's really about, hey, I need to book you to a call, or I want to book you to a call, or I want to get you on the phone, right? And it's a lot of this get. It's more of a pushing type of experience than it is just drawing the person in and inviting them to have some time with you where you can authentically give them some solutions and also provide a glimmer of hope that there is a light at the end of the tunnel of this struggle and this difficult situation that they've been facing in their business or in their life or whatever area of their beingness that you're helping them with, right? I know that some people that are watching our training today are health coaches or wellness coaches or mindset coaches, and other people are B2B consultants. So, but whatever it is that you're offering, you're connecting with the person on the problem that they have and letting them know that actually having this time with you is going to give them some solutions. Whether or not they move forward with you in whatever program or offering you have, they're going to walk away from this call knowing that they have some answers.
That's super important. A lot of times people go into the marketplace thinking, I need to get leads, get sales, get money and all this. But if you're going with the intent to serve, well, then the getting is going to happen just by reciprocation, right? So that brings us to the second point, and it's one that is something you can build over time, but it's also like a preamble to the first point, and that is that you want to set the stage with proper promotion beforehand. And branding comes up. Of course, we run Brand Builder and Brand Builder Design and Brand Builder AI. That's one of our brands. But to have digital assets that position you as an authority, like an expert, like a real master of your trade, that speaks volumes to predisposing someone to say, I'd like to get with the guy. In fact, Shannon, I've had plenty of times where people have gotten me on a call, whether it's Zoom or phone or whatever. Oh, you're actually John Lavenina. You're the guy I saw on the video, right? So the branding served to create some altitude And then there was more of, I don't want to say a celebrity experience because I don't, I'm not starstruck or whatever, but there was that sort of an experience for people. And I've heard it quite often where people were shocked that they actually got to talk to me. Now, in the business world that we are involved in, there's sometimes a lack of availability of even being able to talk to an expert. So this is an important thing. If you're going to put yourself out there, do it with as much altitude as you can. All right. If you look like crap online, then people aren't going to consider you a celebrity or an authority, when they actually get to talk to you, assuming you even book them. Right. But people are going to be more interested in meeting with you because of your authority. And that's something you can demonstrate, and you can grow as you continue to build out your business and your branding. You can augment that. But of course, it's something that's good to handle right at the outset as well. And definitely don't do the opposite, which is, and I don't know that anybody here, Shannon, would do this, but the drunken pictures of the drunken thing. Hey, don't post. That's not your branding. Okay, don't do that. So that goes without saying.
That's right.
What about language, Shannon? Well, if you've got something more to say about branding, be my guest, because Shannon is a branding expert.
Yeah, the last thing that I'll say about branding is that you have to understand the way people think these days, and the way that they do their research is in looking you up online. So they are going to scroll and troll through your social media profiles. They're going to be looking at your pages. They're going to be looking at your website. And if you don't look well put together, they're not going to trust that you are an expert who can help them in what they need. So you want to make sure that you are representing yourself really well in a way that's powerful, and establishes that authority. Super important. We can do an entire training just about that. Now, when it comes to language, you want to actually speak in terms that your audience understands and they know about, and it connects with the problem that they're experiencing. So, for example, if you're a health coach, then you're going to do some kind of health assessment. If you're a business coach, such as we are, then we do a strategy session, right? We're talking to people about their strategy. We're diagnosing their business. If you are in the medical field, you might do something like a free consultation. We had somebody that came out to our house for HVAC that did a free inspection, right? Like they'll come and do a free inspection. You might have somebody that does for solar, does a free proposal or free bid, right? So you know exactly what it is. So you want to use language that connects with your ideal client and doesn't seem like a disconnect. Like one of the words that I personally am not a fan of is the term discovery call, because I don't feel like that really connects with the audience in a way where they're going to want to jump on the call. Like obviously I'm doing discovery. I'm digging into their business. I'm seeing how I can help them, but what are they discovering? Right. So that's why we like to call it a strategy call. So you want to make sure that you're using language that actually connects with people. The next thing, I'm going to jump into this, Sean, and then I'm going to pass it over to you. The next thing that is so important is you have to create some sort of mystery and something exciting and some type of anticipation for the person. So this is where I see a lot of breakdown. And in our coaching program, when we have people make this shift, they're always like, oh my gosh, people are saying yes to me now and they're showing up. And it's because you're giving them something that they're curious about, something that they're excited about. I mean, think about this. When I was a kid, my favorite treat to have was Cracker Jacks. And it came in a box and it had a secret toy in it. Right. And admittedly, they don't even taste that good. Right. It's not even that it's a great tasting treat. It's just that it had something mysterious and exciting in there. And you got to like pull out the little toy or the sticker, the tattoo, and see what it was. Right. And as my daughter was growing up, it was the same thing for her. She loved to get those little toys where you opened it up and you got to see what the mystery pet was or what the mystery doll was, right? We as human beings, we love mysteries. We love things that we can anticipate. We love being surprised. So if you're going to book a call with somebody, you might want to say something like, and this is exactly what I say. I say, I have some ideas for you about your business. I would love to hop on Zoom. What time works for you? Right? I don't tell them what the ideas are. I just leave it at, I have some ideas for you. Now they know that I'm an expert in my niche. They know that I've had a lot of success in my business. So they obviously want to know what those ideas are, right? Or you could say something like, I have a method that I think will work for you. I want to show you. Or I identified 3 things in your business that are like glaring mistakes, right? Of course, people want to know about that. So you can go positive or negative with this, right? You can play with the dichotomy of it. But give them something that they can anticipate showing up for that creates that mystery. Okay, John.
That's great. That's
You.
great. Yeah. So people naturally want to find solutions, and just being able to solve a mystery, like a blind spot, like I can't see what's wrong with my business, my health, my whatever the consultation's about. That is a win for people. So on that note, and to reiterate just a bit, it's important that you're genuinely interested in helping them, have the win. And they come away with what's been called the impression of increase. Okay, so whether they buy your stuff or not, they're feeling, edified, uplifted. They know more than they did before they met you, right? Like we said before, a lot of times people go to market with, just the intent to get. You also have to have the intent to serve. That's super important, okay? Because whether they, and this is kind of the last point on this, whether they buy from you or not, you don't want to leave them with like a bad taste, because here's the thing: personal timing comes into play. If they don't want to meet now, or even if they did meet, but now's not the right time for them to get the thing, you leave them feeling good about the experience. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. There's an old saying, Shannon, be nice to the people on your way up. They're the same people you'll meet on the way down, right? So right. So they could circle back. They could be more excited about meeting in the future, and maybe referring some people. And the bottom line is, don't burn bridges. We worked with a guy at one point when we were earlier in business, who the guy would just throw out, delete basically any leads. This is before we got into like heavy database use and stuff like that, but would essentially delete anyone who didn't buy from him right now that day. So he had a bit of arrogance about it. Okay. I won't tell you where that led, okay? But you don't have to be that way. In fact, it's best if you're not that way, right? Understand, people are people too. They have wants and needs. They have emotions, right? And if you can, again, leave them with the impression of increase. I can't tell you how many times we've had people after years of reading our emails or hanging around our websites and whatever, suddenly something changed and they bought it all.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So,
And one of the things that and John is very nice about this, because quite frankly, what I said is don't be a bitch, because this is what people do, particularly leaders who are already doing extremely well, making 6 figures or 7 figures, and they have this attitude of like, well, if you don't want to get on the phone with me, well, then screw you. Well, the reality is that person just hasn't come up to the awareness level where they've actually decided that spending the time with you is going to be worthwhile. The other side of it is they might actually be saving you some time, because they know that they're not in a position, or they're not ready for the level of support or guidance or direction that you offer, right? But they could come there at some point. So always remember, no matter what level you're at, even if you're already producing at 7 figures, to approach people with kindness, and to share this with your team. If you are utilizing a sales team, take this training, give it to them, and know that it's the same thing. Like, they want to keep their attitude in check, because how you leave those people will also create more goodwill for you out in the marketplace. Anything
beautiful
else to add
stuff.
to that?
Well, just that if you got some ideas or questions about this, you can post them wherever you're seeing this. You can post comments and all that, and we invite you, if you're serious about creating substantial results and exponential growth in your business, come meet us at ceofreedom.com/breakthrough, and we could talk about a session for you. So why don't you do that? It would be a good thing to do. Shannon, anything else on your end?
You can also just scan the QR code. That'll take you right to our calendar as well.
My goodness, look at that. She's got
Look at this
technology and stuff.
right?
Yeah.
And Yeah, so lots more coming up with AI and technology, and lots of conversations about ChatGPT as well. But we are super excited for you to utilize this training. And next week, we're talking about something I have no idea. I'm going to have to.
Something good. It's going to be good.
We
You'll
are
have a
definitely going to be talking about something good. Let me just let me look here real quick and see what my assistant put out here for us. Let's see. Oh, I love this topic. How to establish credibility and authority to sign more clients, even if you're new. So I'm super excited about that topic. That's next week, same time, same place. So again, thanks for being here. Let us know that you were here. Leave a comment or hashtag replay. And we'll see you again, same time, same place next week.